was smooth. You're starting it with...
God damn it.
Why? We'll do it too.
Yeah. Alright, so this is the third episode of Game Talks. Patty and Jeffrey.
No, it's not.
I'm Patty. And
I'm not.
that's Jeff.
No.
And we have a very special guest with us today.
He's special, alright.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's me.
Christian.
It's me.
Yeah, Christian.
Hi, guys.
Or Chron.
Wait, this is gonna be really weird when we have the other Christian on. And then everyone gets confused.
Forget.
We'll call him Cardiello.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay. So, was there anything like recently that happened that we can start this?
So bad at starting me.
We stopped playing GTA Online.
Yeah,
I guess
that
that's start
From
talking
last
about-
episode, it just stopped.
I think we all just kind of decided that we're no longer
That's
playing
over
GTA
again.
Online.
It'll come back in a year.
We criticized it a lot last podcast with Ennis because there's a lot wrong with
The online
GTA
is just
Online.
fucked up.
It's just bad.
Yeah.
I would rather take the campaign of that game than the online, to be honest. Everything is so... What I kept on saying is I can't think of a single part of the online that I would say is great. Like, they're all just okay and extremely flawed.
Yeah. I have a weird amount of hours in that game. Like, for as much as I've hated playing it most of the time, like, I
Yeah.
still have a lot of hours logged in it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's like, it's really attractive. There's something about it. Like, I want to play the game.
Yeah, you want to, like, get into it and experience it.
Yeah.
You know?
I, want it to be fun, but, it's just shallow.
Yeah. The heists are, like, the big things. Like, you want to, do the heist, and then you do the heist, and you're like, well, that wasn't
There's
that great.
5 of them.
Yeah, there's only 5 of them. They're not fun.
I don't know if you guys watch, like, Achievement Hunter anymore, or whatever their channel is.
I don't know how the hell they found stuff to do for so long.
No, exactly. Like, you watch those Let's Plays they do, and it's like... They put out such good content and such, like, entertaining shit. It seems like it should be a lot easier to have fun in that game.
It's really
But
not.
it's not, yeah. No,
At
it's
least not
impossible.
on PC.
Yeah, I guess not.
PC... Yeah. Rockstar doesn't know how to make games up PC.
Apparently not. They refused to port Red Dead over to it, and I
Yeah.
guess it's a good thing.
That's one thing I feel bad about devs for. There's like they have to make it on PC, you know.
Otherwise, they get criticized by PC. And even
They
when
get
do make it
criticized
on
by PC.
get
Sometimes they bring
criticized.
up actual criticisms about like making games for PC. What was it the Gears of War guy said like Gears of War 2 is never coming to PC because PC is like filled with a bunch of different hardware configuration. He said some other things like the PC gaming community is dying and stuff. Like he's wrong. But it's definitely difficult to make games for multiple hardware configurations,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, it takes more time.
Takes
That's
more-
for
yeah.
sure.
So, and like that's a very legitimate criticism. Like if you just make a game for a single console, like Uncharted looks awesome, and it's only
yeah.
on PlayStation.
Well, like when you make a game
Or,
for
like
a
Last
console,
of Us looks fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, when you make a game for a console, you kind of you base it around those specifications, but computers have completely they can have whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So if you port it just as it is, it'll be capped at 30 frames most likely, unless they do something with it to fix that. But
Yeah.
most of the time, if it's just at least for the 360, I know they would always cap it at 30 FPS because that's just how it ran.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could... Like, we could see a lot better looking games just with, like, current technology on PC. Like, if there was... It wouldn't make any sense for a developer to do it, but they could develop for, like, a 1080 in SLI and, like, that shit. And, like, just optimize it really well.
Mm-hmm.
But, like...
Yeah, and be like, if you have anything lower, don't even bother playing this game.
Yeah. It's like you waste a lot of resources just because a game is like poorly optimized because it has to be to like work on all those platforms.
Yeah.
Well, even trying to appeal to the PC market, if you're gonna optimize it for a really advanced hardware configuration, then you lose out on a good portion of the PC gamers because not all of them have supercomputers. They're kind of either
Yeah.
running
Yeah.
guess like medium specs or like whatever. Like not everyone has like top of the line stuff. So if you optimize it for something like crazy, you get those people that like have crazy setups, but then you lose out on like everyone else.
Yeah, but that's like, if I had to guess, like I think that's the reason you just like people can't even run like AAA games at really high settings, like for the most part. Like it's really hard to
stuff.
Yeah, it's really hard to play at like a high resolution and a solid frame rate, even if you have like the most expensive PC you can buy. And it's just because like the games weren't really intended or optimized to be played that way.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the whole thing behind this. Yeah, it all kind of sucks.
It makes like I don't know, and indie fits in like into that really weirdly too. The PC marketplace is the fucking craziest place.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever how games like take off. I don't know.
I mean, some of them just like hit, and I guess like Steam helps because like they kind of promote things on the side or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, but I feel like most of that just comes from like Reddit or something like that. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, this game's good.
Yeah.
It's like our gaming is like, yeah, play this. It's all right.
Early access blows my mind.
That's so some games I see it working, especially games that are like in constant development and like they just want constant feedback on it. Like Subnautica's doing it really well, but like there are some games where it's just like,
it works, but only because the developer tries so hard to make it work.
yeah,
Like it's a poor business model if you think about it. Like, hey, buy our game before we make it, and then that way you can help us make the final game better, but there's no point in making the final game better because the majority of our sales are early access sales anyway.
well, the thing, like,
So,
it's like what Star Citizen's
Why even
doing.
continue? But yeah, why even continue
They've made so much
deving?
money, and they are still making it, and
Yeah.
it looks really good, but it's not going to be done for like 3 or 4 years.
I don't even know how many
feel like
people
I've
are
been
making it.
I've been following that game for a long
I've
time.
been following it like since the first year it was available, and it just like I've just been going with the ride, and like you can now kind of fly around space and like find new planets to do, like which is what their goal.
Yeah.
But now they have to expand that to like freaking the far ends of the
They're
universe.
just gonna make a formula and just copy paste, copy paste, copy paste.
It's gonna be No Man's Sky, but awesome if it plays out like the way they say it will.
Yeah. I don't even have a problem
And
with them
actually
doing
make it-
formula copy paste, copy paste. Like by that I mean like how an MMO handles new areas for questing and stuff like
Yeah.
that. You go into a new area and it's just kind of like you have a bunch of quests to do, and they're all kind of similar and stuff, but it's not like a big deal. Star Trek Online, that's a good MMO. It's
I never
not.
played it.
Yeah. I haven't
It's
played
bad, but
Good to know.
it's also good in some
Well,
cases. Games, MMOs usually have like one little section of them that are fucking amazing, and you feel like you're playing an amazing game. Also, MMOs are a billion times better with other people. But you guys didn't play. No, I mean like other like close friends.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what
Yeah.
do you mean?
Yeah, I don't mean just like people around. I just mean like people doing it together with each other. If it's a good MMO,
Yeah.
then it takes advantage of that. If it's a bad one, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Parts of
Guild
Caribbean
Wars.
Online is my favorite MMO.
You guys played way less MMOs than I did.
I played
I don't know. I
a
didn't
lot
play
of
any.
I played a lot of
Yeah.
shitty ones. Does that count?
Yeah. What does it look like from the outside? What does an MMORPG look like to you, Christian? Do you have any idea? I know other people I've talked to that never played any MMOs were always like, they're awful. Like, they just look like the worst gameplay experience. And
No, I don't have like a strong opinion. I just never gravitated towards multiplayer games.
Okay.
Like I didn't start gaming like in the right way to do that. Like when I discovered PC, it was basically like just a slightly better Xbox for me on my
Yeah.
laptop. And I don't know like anything about MMOs still.
Okay.
Really.
All right. Yeah. MMOs are like a strange beast because they are supposed to immerse you like how RPGs do. By MMOs, I mean MMORPGs.
Mm-hmm.
But they're supposed to immerse you like how RPGs do, but they do it in like a different way.
Yeah.
So it's all about perspective, right? It's like the only reason to get to high level is because there are low level players, kind of. It's just like to feel better than them.
Okay.
Because that's how I always felt in the games I played. That and like the high level content is just more fun, I guess.
There are
I don't know.
much
It's
like-
so weird if you are in a big MMO fix for a while with a specific game, and then you step out of it, and you're like, yeah, wait, what was I even doing? Like, I was just like doing random stuff that means nothing for hours and hours and hours. So
That's most RPGs though.
it is most RPGs, but it's not. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I feel like
Except the gameplay usually isn't even satisfying in an MMO. Like, that's the thing.
like
Right.
At least in some RPGs, you get like, I don't know, you can have some complex
Yeah.
combat systems.
you can mention
I guess.
MMOs and every like whenever you say the word MMO or not word, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
PlanetSide comes to mind. It's like I literally accomplished nothing in that game.
Yeah.
Because that game is just that game will go like forever as long as the
Such a
server
bad
up and
game.
people are playing it. That game does not have an ending.
Yeah.
You cannot win that game.
Let's
It's
say,
just
do you know what
constant.
PlanetSide is?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Oh,
it's like this big shooting game with just like these constant worlds, and it's just like a constant battlefield, basically.
Yeah.
Like it's just always war. But it's
war
worse.
never
It's
changes.
bad because of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I prefer like single player RPGs for that reason, because you do get to a point where you're like, what? Why am I even doing this anymore? Like, especially if you beat a main quest or whatever. But at least those have like main quests. I don't know exactly how it works.
MMOs have quote unquote main quests.
But there's no
Yeah.
point in doing it.
Yeah, and they're just kind of like.
Yeah, I don't know. In the games I've played, if they're good, there's usually a sense at like a point where you're thinking, okay, I'm just gonna stop playing this now,
Yeah.
and I'm content with that.
Yeah. Also, the majority of single player RPGs that I played that resonate with me really well have like a lot of decisions in them. But like things that aren't like obviously decisions. Like not like oh, are you going to do this or are you going to side with this person? You know what I mean? I mean like Skyrim, like picking what character you want to be.
Yeah.
I would say The Witcher 3
Oh boy, here we go again.
is completely lacking in those kinds of decisions in my mind.
Jesus.
Because it's just story stuff. It's just story stuff. And I don't care.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a dog in the fight. Ever. Because I'm not Geralt. And it does a bad job of making me feel like I'm Geralt.
Yeah.
So, who the fuck cares what decision I make? And there's no, like, actual gameplay-oriented decisions. You're pretty much always the same kind of character in that game.
Yeah. Like, I guess if I'm gonna give Witcher the benefit of the doubt on one thing, is that their combat systems, it's decently nice.
No. Not the third one. No. It's horrible. It's all like... It's like that, with the mouse being the noise.
Oh, well, no,
You
that's
just
no.
cut the mouse.
I didn't mean like the. It's more of like preparation for combat, because there's like
Oh.
different weapons you use. to,
Yeah,
like,
I
fight
guess.
certain things.
But it's also
The
like
actual
surface
combat,
level.
no, it's like a Batman game. Where it's you could counter. It's like Batman or Assassin's Creed, where it's a hit counter and win.
Yeah, Batman. Did you play any of the Batman games?
I played some of Arkham City, but
I like Asylum the best. Because I think in City, the pacing is really off. Because you're playing in this, and also like the whole open world thing. Like, you're playing an open world, but it's not really an open world, but it's kind of an open world. And you just kind of don't feel any sense of like stuff's going on. It's still a great game, but I
feel like-
prefer Arkham Asylum in terms of the whole feel of it. I mean, you're
yeah.
just fucking stuck in that asylum, and
I feel so. Like the way I'd put it is, Asylum tells its narrative a lot better, but I like City's gameplay more.
yeah, it comes to a certain point that it's like you stop caring about the
Yeah.
narrative. So
Not
why would you
necessarily,
even
yeah.
bother playing Asylum and you just play City every single time? I've never gone further than that. I never played Arkham Knight or what
I think
else?
Origins.
Origins.
Origins is the bad one, right?
Origins was not made by
yeah.
I think people like Knight.
What is it?
A little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, I think Knight's good. I heard it's good.
I haven't played Knight
Who
yet.
makes
I want-
that game?
I want to say it's Blackgate, but I feel like
It's
that's
not
wrong.
Blackgate. I have it.
I don't know why I have Blackgate in my. I feel like I have Blackgate in my head because like Dark Knight or whatever.
Yeah, it went through 2 devs. It was a different dev.
I know Origins did a different.
It's Rocksteady.
Oh, okay. What does Blackgate do? Why am I thinking Blackgate?
Rocksteady.
I know, but what? You're steady.
I don't know. I don't know if the mic picked me up all the way over there, so I just have to say it again.
Blackgate. Hang on. I'm checking this because I don't know why. Hang on. Hold the phone.
Jesus Christ.
Blackgate might be a location in in Arkham Games.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think it is. All right. Well, I thought they were.
I hate
I
the
don't know what
stealth
hell
in
they were.
Batman though.
Really?
Those are bad. Donkey made a video about Arkham City, crapping on it basically. And I agree with some of what he said. And he said the stealth, it's like you get all these choices, but in the end, the only thing you ever do in the stealth is just strangle the guys and sneak up on them. Like, do you ever actually, like, need to hang someone from the gargoyles and, like, distract everyone? No.
No. Hanging people from the gargoyle is the easy way out. Are you kidding me? No. You throw a batarang at the ground underneath you, and then you wait on top of the gargoyle for them to walk under you, and you hang them, and like no one can see you because you're on the ceiling.
I guess so. Oh, I never did that.
That's the easy way to cheese that game. It's
Oh.
Yeah, I just jumped in
I just
a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
like, I feel like I don't know how, but that combat system, it's like the most simple, boring thing in the world, but I never got bored of it when I was playing the games. I don't know why.
I think it's just because the fight excursions are never long enough for you to get tired.
Also, like
Sometimes they have really long fighting things, but those feel satisfying because it's like, oh yeah, I'm pumping through so many guys right now. But
And
the majority of
visually,
fights are extremely short.
Yeah, no, they do like cool like slowdowns and stuff. Like there's weight to the punches and everything, which is nice. Like that is satisfying.
Yeah.
But they're pretty long fights, especially if you're
Sometimes,
me and you're
yeah.
just like fucking mashing.
But like,
Yeah.
I don't like combat systems. Like, I generally don't like combat systems like Batman Assassin's Creed, where it's like you can just sit there and parry,
Free
and
flow.
always win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed is the worst betrayer of that.
Oh god.
The later
What blows
games are
my
better
mind
at
about
though.
that breath of fresh air.
Yeah, like when
That blows my mind.
when Assassin's Creed, like,
Even
2 and
Assassin's
Brotherhood
Creed
came out,
1. No, even Assassin's Creed 1, the combat system was
don't-
like, whoa!
we don't talk about one.
It's bad because there were no missions or anything that were good. But
Which sucks, because I actually like Altair.
he wants to go into the bathroom. But,
Oh my god.
No one has any context for this.
that's my dog.
You're my dog.
The executions and the pretending you're a nun or whatever. Remember that? As Altair, you had the white thing over you so you'd pretend you were like a priest or some shit. Apple cider.
Is that not age well? I don't know what doesn't age well.
It ferments.
It's really
so-
specific.
I don't know.
Yeah, milk. Ages like
Yeah,
milk.
it ages like milk. Is that an analogy people use? Because people should use that more often. Because
Yeah,
people say it ages like fine wine, but you should have one that it ages like milk.
He ages like my turds.
Nice.
I mean, dries out.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed 2 doesn't age well. At this point, it's like what you said. Assassin's Creed 2 presents its narrative better, but like, there's no reason not to play Brotherhood because the narrative is just the narrative. You can look up cutscenes or whatever.
I don't know, like the
And
gameplay
the graphics look shitty, so it's like really hard to like get interested in the campaign.
There's gameplay in those games. It's just so ruined by everything else.
Jesus.
Like I'm very I don't know. I don't
so
like,
harsh in Assassin's Creed.
I don't like
what did it ever do
Ubisoft.
to you?
Ubisoft is worse than EA in my mind.
I think they're
'Cause
both pretty
EA
shitty.
They compete.
They compete for the worst, but EA gets some good development. Like EA has DICE. Like this, Ubisoft has anyone that I can trust, like DICE. I can't trust DICE, but DICE makes good games.
Dice is a dice.
Hey, Ubisoft did I don't know which of their teams.
Rayman.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
they did.
Rayman's good.
They did that.
Yeah.
I mean, let's look.
It's like the last good Ubisoft game.
Yeah.
I mean, what people were saying, Watch Dogs 2 is like okay, but Okay is still not worth like.
I feel like there's like
I fucking can't stand sandbox games as they are. Like they really test my patience. I get bored so easily from them. Like I get bored from fucking GTA 5's campaign. Like this thing that critics love. Like it's great. So I'm not gonna be able to just stomach okay. You know what I mean?
So Ubisoft has Far Cry, which we're kind of neglecting. Far Cry's
3 was okay, but it wasn't. It was.
Oh wait,
yeah, it was good.
They're doing the South Park game,
But Far Cry 4 is good.
all the Tom Clancy stuff.
Oh no, Far Cry 4 is bad.
Yeah,
That's what I
4
meant to
is
say.
bad.
Yeah.
Did you see the Far Cry 5 is set in like Indiana or something?
Oh,
Really?
It's just set in the plane.
Wait, in America, like,
Yeah, and there's like
and
a
you're just
river.
killing like rednecks and stuff.
I don't know. I don't think they've officially revealed
You're
it.
killing Hosiers.
Yeah, no. Well, E3 is like a thing that's happening soon, I guess. Sort of. I don't know what anyone's planning for that.
What's gonna be at E3?
I have no idea.
I mean, I know. Like,
Rainbow Six 3.
yeah, I hope there are some surprises. Like,
Oh yeah.
Ubisoft always does that though. That
wanna
got
see
old so fast. A brand new IP every year. All right,
I mean, I'm still waiting on my sequel to Okami, but I'm never gonna get it.
I'm waiting on the
no.
Division.
I'm never gonna.
I remember when I was excited for
Poor
the Division.
Clover.
So that's what, like, you get an idea that's so solid, and you just fuck it up.
Yeah.
Because you're fucking Ubisoft.
Rainbow Six isn't bad.
Yeah, what? Well, apparently the new Ghost Recon was like, okay.
They did Valiant Hearts, and that game was awesome.
The hell's that?
It's I think it's an indie game. It's
So that's not Ubisoft. They
no, it's not.
published
It's
it.
not an indie game, but yeah. Ubisoft Montpellier or Montpellier. Fucking I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, it's developed and published by Ubisoft.
Valiant Hearts? Oh.
Yeah,
That
game's
game's
fucking
published
great.
by Ubisoft?
and developed. Yeah, it's fucking great.
This game. Oh, no wonder they have an app for it as well. Fucking Ubisoft.
Okay, that might have been overstepping, but I played it on PC and it was fucking great.
Yeah.
IGN's so retarded.
When you want to talk about how
I know this is
IGN.
well established.
7
They're the
out of
most-
10. There's too much water.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the best Pokemon game so far?
They're just not.
I can't say that. Sun and Moon came out. Sun and Moon's better.
Black and White 2 are not good.
Bitch. I will
What?
defend.
Are they good?
I would defend Gen 5 with my life, just because some of the
What's
Pokemon.
better, Black or Black 2?
They're just sequels to each other. Like I don't know. I'd rate them the same. If anything, I'd say the first is better, just because N is more prominent as a villain and he's great.
Yeah, sure.
Fucking no one knows what I'm talking about, because I'm the only person on the planet that's played Gen 5. Because everyone says like, the garbage pile is a bad Pokemon.
Yeah.
What about your upside down Pokeball? Your rock in the face. I don't know. I get triggered when people mention their hate for Gen 5. I really
It
don't-
happens. You know, retards get attached to things.
Yeah, you know.
I missed Pokemon.
You missed the whole wave on that.
I missed it.
If it's not a part of your childhood,
show,
yeah.
but I don't remember it, and I never played the games. My brothers were like,
They're not.
You're about to step into dangerous territory.
They're
here.
not like good. No. I love Pokemon. They're not good if you're like coming from outside.
no, but
of it.
how great is like you're playing on a Game Boy or a Game Boy Color, and
Yeah.
you're fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, and like your
whatever.
favorite game is on that.
Yeah, I just
On
think
a
they're-
fucking Game Boy, not
I
even
think
your
they
home
were
console.
perfect for
Oh no.
when they came out.
Yeah.
Gen 1 has not aged well at all. Gen 1 is
No,
like,
yeah.
people that like say, "Oh, Gen
I
1's
still
my
like
favorite."
Gen 1.
It mechanic wise, it's really shitty.
I don't care.
It has
Really
not
shitty
aged well
mechanic.
at all.
I miss
There's so much wrong with it.
the PSP. That's why.
Missed the PSP. PSP was so like it had so much potential.
Was
to be
there
awesome.
any good
I played.
mobile thing platform made that isn't a Nintendo thing? No. It's just the 3DS now.
What else exists? I didn't
I
even
can't
know-
believe the
so,
3DS actually made it too.
I didn't even know the
Everyone
freaking Vita
fucking
came out.
lambast the.
And it's really like it's a really solid.
It's solid, yeah.
Yeah.
It started out so shakily.
Yeah. No, I got a 3DS when it first came out, and for like 3 or so months, the only games I had were Pilot Wings Resort.
Oh my god.
Which was just the flying mode from Wii Resort, and then
Which wasn't even the best mode in Wii U. In Wii Sports Resort.
I liked it, but
The best mode was the sword fighting one.
Oh, that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember what else I had. I played with the AR cards, I think.
Oh my god.
I forget what I even got on my 3. Oh, Mario Kart 7. I think I got.
I played
Mario Kart 7's great.
what did I buy? Oh, I bought a 3DS for frickin' X and Y. That's what I got my 3DS for, and then I got Oris, and then I got a bunch of other shit that I don't have.
What's Oris?
Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. The Gen 3 remakes.
Okay.
Yeah,
That IGN review made me lose faith in IGN.
Why?
The new
What-
Call of Duty got like a 9.5, and that game got a 7.8. I was like, oh,
What, Omega Ruby? And
yeah.
Why? Too much water?
Yeah, but like, it really wasn't because you could skip all the water basically skip all the water sections. Like, yeah, there's a lot of water. It doesn't matter. You don't have to go there.
It's funny to me that, like, are they still, like, obviously people don't go to fucking publications that are, like, conglomerated websites anymore for their fucking video game reviews. They go to, like, independent people or whatever. Is IGN still the biggest one? You say it's bigger than Game Informer and GameSpot? Probably.
I haven't, like, they're the name that I hear thrown around the most. When it, like,
Yeah.
when, like, sourcing a score.
But, like, the fact that they're so fucking bad.
I'm like, Metacritic. Metacritic's probably the other one.
Yeah, everyone just goes to Metacritic
Yeah.
at this point. Everyone just gets them all sorted together.
Yeah.
So IGN just misses the mark so fucking
Also,
much.
they're just really inconsistent.
And
with it.
ignorant people.
And massive Call of Duty fanboys.
Oh god.
They
I don't understand
the
why
repetitive thing of Call of
how
Duty.
they give those games so many good reviews. I like Call of Duty games, but like, how the hell do you play the fucking new ones and be like, yeah, 9.5? What'd they fucking give Ghosts?
Okay, no, I think that one got a shitty score. Hang on.
Ghosts was awful.
I'll look it up real quick. What's that video where it's the Call of Duty Ghosts and the dogs?
Oh, yeah.
All they talk about is dogs, and it's like no one saw Call of Duty Ghosts coming.
Dog gameplay.
Wait, is that the one where you control a dog?
I don't know.
That's a selling.
Dog.
Dog.
I just,
Dog mode.
I just
Dog
remember that-
graphics.
I honestly just remember that video like being the only reason I know what Call of Duty Ghosts is because I had no idea it came out.
Call of Duty. It's crazy that game used to just be the thing.
Oh no.
Old Dog New Tricks
Oh,
is
no.
the title of the IGN review.
Oh no. That's an 8.8,
An
everyone.
8.8 for a game that I would never buy.
Yeah.
Ever.
I don't know. There was this game that came out
I'm gonna look
recently
at Call of Duty
called The
just in
Surge.
general.
Um,
Wasn't it like a bad Dark Souls?
yeah, it's made by. Do you remember Lords of the Fallen?
Yeah, it was the people that made the other
It's
bad
the
Dark
same-
Souls.
Yeah, this dev team that's trying to make Dark Souls games, and they're just horrible. But like, people are being really nice to them. I don't know what IGN gave them. I think like
You're the
I
first
wanna
Call of
say
Duty
it
in
was-
9.3. I guess that's fair.
a high 7 or something.
IGN does, like, for reviewing their games, they're so, like, stupid with it. Like, if a game's, like, feels complete and, like, has
What
good
does that
graphics and, like, shit.
Like,
you know?
graphics are good to have, but like if your mechanics don't back your visuals, like who the fuck cares?
I just get bored from playing fucking games sometimes, so
7.9. Like,
For the Surge?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not good.
I think that's generous.
Yeah. What was the other Dark Souls game? That was Neo, right?
Yeah, people like that.
I
More.
like from the people that I heard talk about it, it was kind of hit or miss. Like either you liked it or you didn't.
Yeah.
There's no like in between with that.
I genuinely think that on IGN, if you pump money into your game, it's impossible to get a bad score. And by bad, I mean anything below a 6.
I don't know if I've seen them give.
I've seen them give low scores before, but they're never to games that look like they had any money put into them.
Yeah.
They're always to just these fucking, like the new
Like indie
Rambo
games.
game, or just like these fucking train wrecks that
Right.
everyone knows is bad.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like reviewing like sci-fi movies, like from the channel. Sci-fi.
That one that goes straight to the sci-fi channel.
You're just picking on them.
And it's like the same 8 actors who
No,
all
they-
use Nerf guns.
They're good.
No, that's actually good. They actually use Nerf guns. Like, spray
oh really?
paint
Which Nerf guns? Do they use the Maverick?
They use the long shot and the Magnum one.
Yeah, that's the Maverick.
They use
Oh my
those.
God.
It's so funny.
Those movies are great.
Yeah. But yeah, that's like seriously what IGN does. And the fact that like any game, if they have a ton of money in it, they just I'm pretty sure they gave Deadly Premonition like a 1 or something like that.
IGN editor.
Hey, I was in middle school. But Deadly
What?
Premonition is a good game. You should
Is
check
it like
out.
so? I actually don't know what that like. I know what the game is.
Deadly Premonition is
Well,
like watching a clown eating another clown. I got that from a fucking one of my favorite video game reviews is on Destructoid. It's this guy who gives Deadly Premonition a perfect score, and he says it's like watching 2 clowns eat each other. It's not good, but it's
They
you
don't
don't
have
want to
any-
look away.
They don't have any articles on Deadly Premonition.
Oh really?
Yeah, they don't.
I could have sworn they do. Let me use my.
No, there's nothing there. They have like. Hang on.
Look. Yeah, they give it a 2.
Your dog.
Here.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Hey dog. I wonder if he's getting picked
2?
up on that. Yeah, a 2.
God.
Yeah,
I kind of hope he
horrific.
is. It's just like
This is a game that I fucking
Painful.
love.
look at the community.
The fact that they
rating.
don't get that you can
Community,
like
yeah.
this game.
The community rating is 7.4 and the IGN rating is 2.0.
Because IGN plays this game and they go, Charlie, come on. And they go, oh, the graphics are bad, and like the voice acting is bad, and like the blah 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 is bad, so it's a bad game. Which is such like a stupid, like, what?
A game can be so bad that it's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is a very like legitimate thing.
If you enjoy the game, it should be reviewed highly. It's so stupid to characterize it in these objective markers and shit.
Yeah, the community ratings are like.
Like that
They're-
7.4 is fine.
Yeah, no, but just in general, like, you have to be a little careful about them. Like,
Oh yeah,
If-
people
if-
just fanboy over things and they
if-
give things a 10 if they like it. And
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Like what? Like Diablo 3 got a fucking like 50 or something because that community is cancer.
go to like Breath of the Wild's Metacritic. or
Oh
something.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Because it's like a 10 or like a 9 point whatever critic score, and then I'm pretty sure the community score is like a 70 or something.
I firmly believe that no game should be a 10 ever.
I agree.
No game is perfect
I
because there's
disagree.
always like there's this like thing that goes around in like the game like design like production community where it's just like if you're making a game, it's never done. There's always something more you could add.
It's
But,
bounced back to an 81, but it used to be in the yellow and the red range.
Yeah. It used to be like a 7.6 or something community thing because
Yeah.
people were
0.
just sort of like, I don't know. If something is scoring really well, then it's people like to.
They're bound to get all those fucking contrarians that
Yeah.
are like, no.
And I
And
don't.
that's the problem with saying that like IGN is always fundamentally wrong. Like they can be correct
Yeah.
about things.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't think Breath of the Wild's like a perfect 10, but it's not like even like I don't know how you can give it a 7 or something. Like
Yeah, it's like nowhere even remotely close to like
yeah,
if I were to give the game a minimum score just because I think it's like it's really close to being like right up like it can never reach perfection because nothing can, but like it's really close to it. I like honestly I think the lowest score I'd ever give it is like an 85 or something like that.
Yeah.
Game it did so well because like there are still flaws to it. There's flaws to
Oh,
every
yeah.
game. And like no game can appeal to everyone. If someone figures out a way to do that, well, fucking maybe they can reach perfection. I don't know. Then
Yeah.
I'd be wrong on everything I've ever stood for.
But,
It's just like getting to that point is so
on
wrong.
any game like that, if you're giving it at like a 1 star, there's probably something wrong, like with how you're rating it.
Yeah. I disagree with you guys though. I think you can give games a 10.
I'm
Maybe not.
I
maybe
think
not as a game designer, but it's also like I don't define a 10 as perfect.
Yeah, like I define.
I
ten as perfect.
define 10 as there's nothing that's like really needs to change.
Yeah.
And I put this above any other game. Like, yeah, it's just like it's a 10. That's all I like.
I mean,
put
like Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
like a 10.
It's just like it's games. They're timeless. They only like 10s only like can be compared against other 10s. Really, like I can't
Kind of like in a league of their own.
I could never compare Shadow of the Colossus to fucking like I don't know what's another game I like that isn't that great or no that isn't a 10 like a Crisis 2 or something like that. I couldn't. Obviously, they're not similar, but or Fury. Fury's
Like,
sure to Shadow of the Colossus. All
I'd
bosses.
say Titan Souls.
It's a boss rush game, but yeah, or Titan Souls.
Those two games are very, very similar. Like they're boss rush.
But I
and,
wouldn't.
like,
I wouldn't compare them because
actually, they're really fucking similar.
Titan Souls is not a fucking 10. You know, Shadow of the Colossus just outclassed it.
Yeah, and there are things you can fix about.
Yeah, there's things. Yeah, exactly.
Like,
the
If you've seen the speed run for
the
that
camera
game,
is
or the camera
annoying.
angles, yeah.
The frame rate is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, you can pick it apart and be like, oh, here are a couple flaws,
I
but
want to
like,
see that game in HD.
it's a fucking masterpiece. You know what I mean?
I want to see
Like,
that game in HD and like on PC, just like running at 60 frames.
will never.
I
happen.
want them to.
It will never happen, but that'd be awesome.
Release it on PS4.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
They released a collection with it with Ico, right?
It was on the PS3. Yeah.
Does that even? No, that probably still runs at 30.
It's 30.
Yeah, it's 30. Was Shadow of the Colossus base 30 frames per second on the PS2?
I mean,
I would assume
it's supposed to be.
so.
Wow.
It's like usually under 30.
A bunch of PS2 games run at
There's
60
so much
though.
shit happening.
Yeah. No,
Or I
it's
think maybe PS2 games don't run at 60.
I'm not sure what they might run a 24.
Don't GameCube games do?
They might run
No.
PS2 might run a 24.
No,
I could have
GameCube
sworn
games-
Metroid Prime ran at 60.
I think most GameCube games just have like
No,
60
Prime did
input
not run
frames
at 60.
Oh.
And
Well,
and,
Melee runs at
and
60.
30 visual frames.
Does it?
Like Melee's a 30.
Absolutely.
No, Melee's 30 visual frames per
Oh.
second.
Oh, okay.
But it's
Yeah,
it's
like,
because
I
of the input. Like
salsa with your bare hands.
yeah, like when you play a PC game, it's frustrating if it dips to 30 because your inputs are being delayed by that much. But on GameCube games, like they actually know what they're doing. Like they're developing for a really specific system.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like they know they can't run the game at a really high frame rate, but you can do other things and make them like
Oh, okay.
It makes them look smoother.
yeah,
Yeah.
it feels better.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm sure there are higher frame rate games on the GameCube, but I know Liam told me one time that Melee was 30.
It's 30 visual, but 60 input.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So that makes sense why you
And,
have to
like-
run it at 60 FPS on
and-
PC then.
yeah, so I like used to speed run some Zelda games like Majora's Mask, and those games, the N64 Zeldas, run at I think like 20 frames per second. But obviously they don't feel like cancer to play.
No.
They have like a 60 frame input, whatever.
That makes sense, because it is like a choppy looking game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine though, because like those games. Are
No,
old.
but I would have thought they were 30. Like you could have convinced me they were 30.
And I think it's just like what the N64 was like built to run on, and then those games are like for that console, those games are massive.
Yeah.
That's like
Those games look
for their time
compared to
they're
like
really good.
PS1 games.
PS1.
Like it's
PS1
really
games
crazy.
look awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they came out at the same time, which is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. That's insane.
Like that, like PS1 was N64's competitor, which I really, honestly, I can't like line that up in my head. It doesn't make sense to me that like, I think N64, and I think it's like the land before time, and then I think PS1's like, oh yeah, that's recent, and it's not.
Yeah.
Well, like, I don't know. There's some merit to the PlayStation 4.
No, it's not.
It's not a bad console. It's just like
I like Crash. I like Final Fantasy.
I really want to play
Final
like
Fantasy 7.
Crash games.
They're not bad.
who are you?
Sorry, we didn't have that much lemonade.
Who
But
are you?
But yeah, they're like remastering at least the first one,
right.
maybe the second one.
And also putting it on Skylanders.
Well, okay.
Skylanders.
I mean,
Is that game like
all
popular
those
still?
all those characters have been like bastardized.
Yeah, pretty much. The
Skylanders
fact that like
is,
Spyro used to be like a thing people cared about.
Yeah, Spyro was its own game, and that just kind of became Skylanders, right?
Yeah.
I honestly have no idea what happened to
I don't even know what
Skylanders?
I don't know what Skylanders is.
Skylanders just like a glorified Lego Star Wars or something.
Skylanders is just a toy. Like, I mean, it's a game that sells toys.
Hmm.
And then Nintendo, like, kicked their ass. You know, like, Nintendo sort of responded with Amiibos.
And Amiibos are pretty sick.
Yeah,
Because
well,
they
in
went
terms
like
of-
Smash.
In
Like,
comparison, yeah, because you like level them up and shit. Like
yeah, they're
Jack has an
You
Amiibo
should-
collection, and it's
you should, like,
it's like actually cool because he's like, yeah, we got this
Yeah.
one up to level 99, this one up to whatever.
the kids buy Skylanders, but like adults fucking collect Amiibos.
Yeah.
if you ever get the chance, you should watch an Amiibo tournament because the way you can train them, those tournaments are hilarious because like
Yeah.
they're just ridiculous. Like they can
Dude.
do some crazy shit.
It really sucks that Nintendo decided to not make Smash 4 have melee mechanics, in my opinion, because
it wouldn't happen.
it will never happen. But the rest of that game is so fucking good.
Oh,
like
yeah.
we were talking about how complete Mario Kart 8 feels on the Switch.
And
like so does Smash 4. Like
Yeah.
Smash 4 is a fucking full game.
I was thinking
I can't
about
play
that.
it though because I like Melee a lot, and when I play
can't
Smash
play-
4, it feels awful.
You feel dirty.
I mean, not dirty. No,
like you're
no,
cheating
no.
on your wife.
No, it's nothing like that. It's just like I could never spend significant time with Smash 4 like alone,
Yeah.
or with one other person or something like that.
It's not
It's-
as deep as.
Yeah, it's not as deep as Melee.
I think the depth just comes from the sheer amount of content. In
There's
that
so
game.
much content, and it's like refined, solid
Yeah,
content.
It's not like GTA where there's so much content, but
No,
all
yeah.
of it's like
It sort of blows my mind and scares me a little bit with Nintendo games like that, where they're just so.
because they're just fucking. It's just
They're
a fighting game, or it's just,
It's just
a kart
so
racing game.
well made. Yeah, no, like you take a pretty standard genre, you just like do everything in the game so well, and with Smash 4 and Mario Kart 8, they added the whole world, like the whole roster of possible characters and everything are in those games. I don't know where they go from there.
I feel like Nintendo's goal right now is just to
I don't even know.
like take a crack at every genre and just try and win in that genre. Because Breath of the Wild fucking kicked ass.
I would really be interested to see
Like-
how old the designers at Nintendo are. I feel like they're young.
They're starting to. They were old.
They were old.
Like
But-
Miyamoto really
Well,
hung around.
Yeah.
No, he's been around for a very long
But
time.
they
And
are-
he's the entire reason that Nintendo's so freaking good right now.
Oh yeah, but they're
Well,
no,
yeah,
they're,
he's the reason
they're
they've got
phasing
successful.
in new people. Like that's what Splatoon is. It's the new team, and Arms is also. Arms looks good. Like
Yeah.
It looks
I don't want
funny.
to buy it, but it's like well made and it looks like people were saying it's Wii boxing. That's not true at all.
We boxing on the original Wii Sports.
Jesus.
Are you okay, dog? But yeah, like now they're going after the mobile market. Like they're porting. I think they're porting the Pokemon card game to phones. Because right now it's just on Android. If they might be making their own thing.
Or they're trying to do Duel Links.
They're trying to compete with it, but Duel Links is just so
That's
fucking
Yu-Gi-Oh!
ridiculous right now.
Has actually been killing it.
Yeah, Konami
Believe it or
fucking
not.
kicked ass.
Yeah, no, Nintendo doesn't fully understand mobile yet.
Yeah.
But like it sounds like they're trying to get into it because they are making something for mobile. And
Yeah.
it sounds like it's a
Well, they've
Pokemon
been-
card game, but we don't know what it is.
They've released a couple things. They released Mario Run, which is
Which
like
is
it's
just
a good
Sonic
idea,
Dash
but
or
it's
just in
like
general like
it's so overpriced.
Yeah.
because they don't understand like how that market works.
You think the people that made Temple Run are just like swimming in money?
No.
I don't know.
Maybe. What?
I
Do you think they
Wait, yeah, like where did...
what happened to them?
And how many people made Temple Run?
I feel like it wasn't many. That game is really, really simple.
yeah.
Hope it wasn't.
It's like a team of 100 people that made Temple
Team of
Run.
30.
It like honestly, it looks like a Game Jam game.
I don't even know what that is.
A Game Jam is basically like you fucking close people in a room for
Oh.
48 hours.
It's like a hackathon.
and they make games. Yeah. That's basically a game jam.
Temple Run wasn't paid, was it?
It had, but it had
it
things
was free
you
to
could
play, but
pay
it had
for.
microtransactions.
Okay.
Yeah. And a lot of people spend money on it.
I'm always shocked that mobile games make money.
I mean, Duel Links has made so much fucking money by now.
Was
It's
that just a
insane.
real egg you ate?
Yeah, he just ate a full egg.
I thought he was about to eat a chocolate egg, but then it was like a milky
That was
white.
white.
It was white chocolate.
You're white chocolate. Well, technically, all of us are.
Yeah. I'm curious to see. Is there that much of an indie scene in Nintendo?
Yeah.
I mean, not Nintendo.
I mean, not
in Japan. In Japan.
Um,
Yes. I
Yeah.
feel like there definitely is, but like most of the indie companies I know, I just have no idea where the
I
hell
feel
they're
like
based.
designers in Japan would really fucking want to just get hired by Nintendo, though.
It's so weird. Japan's
It's-
so weird.
Yeah, I
It's
have no
like-
fucking clue. Like,
Working
it would
at
be an
AAA
honor
is like-
or something like
Working
that. You know?
working at AAA companies is just kind of like some people just like don't really care to work at AAA stuff,
Yeah.
and like people just kind of want to make their own games. Like they have their own visions of it. Because like when you work for AAA's, like you have say because you're making the game, of course, but like you kind of have to fit in the constraints of the people that are paying you money to make those games. And when you work for it for yourself, like when you're indie, you can just kind of make your vision be whatever the hell comes out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they have Nintendo.
and it's got a Switch, by the way. But
Oh,
go
cool.
on. Yeah.
Nintendo platforms, especially the Switch, is like, it's become a really attractive thing for
Which
indie
is so
devs.
good.
Yeah.
It's just like a
Oh,
Tegra
yeah.
chip. It's like standard
Yeah.
NVIDIA, like almost PC architecture.
It's a new thing
basically,
to tinker with. That's what I see it as.
it's not. It's just
I mean,
like under.
pretty-
It's well understood, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very familiar
So
territory.
people are able to port games really quickly to the Switch.
Oh my god, if Ori and the Blind Forest gets on there, we're just like I have so many indie games that I love. If I see them on the Switch,
I don't care about the old indie games coming to the Switch, though. It's the
Wow.
problem
Yeah.
that Wii U had. Like when Arkham City was going to be on the Switch, I don't fucking
I think-
care.
no, I think
already
it's good to
played
have
Arkham
them.
City.
But yeah, no, like I'm not.
Why is
excited
an
about
old game a
buying
selling-
Isaac or something on the Switch?
I'm not-
yeah, like that's
But I don't know. I am concerned because they haven't even announced like old games, really, like any third-party shit. Other
Yeah,
than,
I
like,
really-
Skyrim.
Skyrim, but that's like not a bad idea because mobile.
It's a good idea. But,
yeah, mobile Skyrim is
I
gonna
know.
be awesome.
I know.
if it runs well.
FromSoft is partnered. Like they're developing something. I don't know. If
I
they're
don't think they'd re-release the Souls games on there. Or,
Yeah.
Or they can't re-release Bloodborne because that was like marketed as a.
Yeah.
I wish they could re-release it.
Sony. That's part
Yeah.
of their Sony deal.
I really wish they could re-release Bloodborne to other consoles
But-
because I really want to play that
Yeah.
game, but I really don't want to buy a PS4.
If they could get. If
I
they
really
could
wish
even.
they got to keep Demon Souls intellectual property.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wait, they don't have the rights to that anymore?
So they wanted to make games for all consoles after making Demon Souls, which is only a PS3 exclusive. But they weren't allowed to take Demon Souls and put it onto other consoles.
Is that why Dark Souls?
That's why they made Dark Souls. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, it would have just been Demon Souls 2 or something like that. But it would have been fine because Demon Souls is fucking amazing, and it would have been just like how Dark Souls looks and plays. But
It just would have been like a different name, maybe
Demon
different
Souls.
theme.
There's a lot of things that are very similar to Demon Souls characters and stuff like that in Dark Souls. I found out.
How crazy is it? Demon Souls is 2009. Dark
Is
Souls
it?
is 2011.
Mm-hmm.
It's not it's not that old. It seems like it's so much older.
I feel like Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls use similar engines. Just from like looking at what they are, like they look fairly similar.
Yeah.
And not the same engine because I know there's like they're mechanically different in some
Yeah.
aspects,
Demon Souls
like-
looks fucking old.
I remember,
Yeah, like it's definitely like an updated
Yeah.
version of that engine.
Like, oh god, Demon Souls looks really bad.
no, but I remember
But, like-
watching like footage of Dark Souls when it first came out
Yeah.
on like YouTube. It looked bad to me at the time, but like it's crazy. It's just
IGN did a really bad job for Dark Souls as well. They made an article like right before Dark Souls came out and said like, there's some guy that's like, Dark Souls is better than Skyrim. And it's like, dude, why the fuck are you making every single Skyrim fan go, no it's not, I'm not gonna play Dark Souls now. Like, you fucking idiot,
Yeah.
dude. Dark Souls
Holy
is
shit! Skyrim was 2011.
Yes.
Skyrim was
Oh my
so
God.
They came out right next to each
amazing.
other.
That's insane.
But yeah, they did that, and they were all like contrarian about it. When it's like, no, both games are great actually, and there's no reason to pit them up against each other right now because they're both trying to make money. So
Yeah.
don't make people choose because people are going to choose Skyrim.
Because Skyrim is more
Trust me.
marketed.
Did Dark Souls do well? At
Did all right.
On
Yeah.
launch, I'm pretty sure it did fairly well.
It has a very strong following, you know, and not that much money gets pumped into the games. And
No, I mean,
now they do. But
I didn't know if it had a following.
Dark Souls 3 is really good.
it worked. Yeah, it worked.
I really like.
They did IGN also
it's
did like a
pretty
24-hour like game play of it or something like that, like a demo of it. That was very enticing. That made me like the idea, open up to the idea of Dark Souls. So they redeemed themselves because you know me, I was big on the Skyrim back then. So anything that you say is better than my Skyrim, I'm going to react harshly.
My child.
Yeah. Skyrim's so fucking good.
Yeah, it really is. This is gonna be like the third podcast we just talk about Skyrim. Skyrim is really.
We didn't
really
talk
good.
about Skyrim on the second one. With
It
Ennis?
got brought up.
It got brought up. Ennis
You gotta
never
think
really...
about like that last podcast was like an hour and a half, and Skyrim came up during that.
Yeah.
I think it's always gonna come up until the
Yeah.
next Elder Scrolls game comes out. No, even when the next Elder Scrolls game comes out, like
It's I don't even know if it's like in development.
they're just working on ESO right now.
Yeah, I'm really scared because
Well, that's... Okay, but that's not Bethesda devs. That's not Bethesda make Skyrim
no,
devs.
but like
That's ZeniMax.
It's a different team, but it is still
I don't
Bethesda.
The Kings of Camelot.
I don't think
guys.
Elder Scrolls 6 is like really in any state like that it could
God,
be shown
no.
soon.
And I thought it was going to get shown last year.
No, I
at
know
E3.
it's been 5 or 6 whatever.
But like, can you?
going on,
They're taking this
6.
long to make a game.
well,
It's
I don't
gonna
know.
be good.
I don't know if they're like if they've really been taking.
Well, like
that
if
long
they have been working on it, then it's gonna be amazing. If they
Yeah.
haven't been working on it,
They
I
haven't
Elder
been,
Scrolls.
no, they haven't been working on it.
That's my fear is that they haven't
If
been
they
working
don't
on
show it, then they haven't been working on it. No way that it would take that long and that they wouldn't want to show it.
I mean,
Like,
they're making money off other games, so they can take their time with this.
No, they've got. Like
I'm
they've
not
got a
saying
lot
they
of-
can't take their time, but if they're not so if they're working on the next Elder Scrolls, right, then that would mean that they're working pretty much exclusively on that. They're working on nothing else, right?
Not necessarily,
So,
because they are
but the
making
point
ESO,
is-
and they probably have another team.
They
for
don't
something else.
fucking make ESO, Jeffrey.
But
That's
Bethesda
a
makes
different,
money from ESO.
it's a different team.
But they're
The point. So then that's. But you
the
gotta
main-
look at that as a publisher. So then that's one less game to advertise.
Does their
which is
main team-
a very big
very
issue.
big.
Is
Yeah.
their main team like the Dishonored team, or is that like a B team?
That's a B team. They came outside of Bethesda. That's another one that they published. No, their main team is the Todd Howard team.
So what are they? Are they?
They made Fallout 4
No,
and
I know.
Fallout 3.
Yeah. But are they working on something right now? Do we don't know?
Probably. Yeah, they're not working on ESO, Jeffrey. That's for sure. Because they didn't help make ESO.
All resources.
They got another outside of... They got the person who made Kings of Camelot. That's what they did.
Hey, you know what?
Which was another MMO, okay? And ZeniMax software. That's where ZeniMax is. That's why you don't see ZeniMax in any of the Elder Scrolls stuff anymore. Todd Howard.
But I think I'm gonna buy Skyrim on a Switch. Even though
I would buy Oblivion on a Switch.
that's not
It's not happening.
happening. I would buy like Dark Souls 3 on it. I don't know.
Maybe.
If they could make it run, I don't even care if they release it. But if like FromSoft tested it and they were able to get some version of that game running, I feel better about the system.
About the Switch?
Yeah, because I don't think we've seen.
Is FromSoft a AAA dev now?
No.
I wouldn't.
They're
I
not.
don't know.
I mean, if it's on all consoles,
Like,
then...
you can call. I guess you can. Well, AAA is like how much money you have. It's not necessarily like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, AAA is based on like how much like funding you have. So in a sense, I guess you could call them that, but that's all they make. So like,
Yeah, I don't know.
That's all, like...
I'm hesitant to call them AAA in the same way that like Activision and EA and Ubisoft are AAA.
Yeah, but those are AAA publishers.
I know, which is why I'm hesitant to call them the same kind of AAA. Because
So then they're a AAA developer.
yes.
I don't honestly know how well they do.
Yeah, me neither.
or how big the team is.
Yeah.
I really have no
I
clue.
wonder if that stuff's up somewhere. I ought to look it up at some point. Not now.
But
I feel like they
like it
have
would
some
take some
numbers
time.
up somewhere, but I don't think they have everything up just because, like,
Yeah.
financial reasons or something like that.
yeah. But so far, like, I've been sold that Nintendo knows how to develop for their own system. Like, big surprise.
Oh my god. Nintendo is actually like, it pisses me off that after all this fucking time, it's the year 2017, games have gone so far, and Nintendo's still the best fucking AAA dev publisher, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Who would be better? EA, Activision, Ubisoft?
No, I'm just.
None of those people. It's
I just
Nintendo.
I feel like I'm not thinking of one, so I don't want to agree
Who
with
is it,
you, but I don't want to
Bethesda?
disagree with
Is
you.
it Bethesda? Because it's not Bethesda.
That's not what I'm saying. It's like I'm hesitant to agree or disagree right now because I just don't know.
I don't think they've had as many, like...
I'm not saying they were always the best one, but right now, again, dude, Breath of the Wild and the fucking Mario Kart 8 thing alone, oh my goodness, those are two insanely good titles.
Yeah.
Mario
In the
Odyssey
same
come out.
in the
Mario
same
Odyssey
year,
is gonna
and
be-
Mario Odyssey's coming out. It's
Plus
safe to
whatever
say Mario Odyssey is going to be ridiculous.
It's probably going to be really good. It's
a fucking Mario game. They've never disappointed me on a Mario game before.
Yeah, I mean, even, like, whatever the Wii U one was...
The
like,
Wii U one wasn't amazing.
it's not what people wanted.
Yeah, everyone wanted like Galaxy, like some like
Yeah.
fucking drop dead. This is amazing.
Galaxy's really good.
Galaxy's ridiculous.
Galaxy's
it's
so
ridiculous. No one's even gotten close. Them with platformers, they're 20 years ahead of everyone else.
Like that far, but
Okay,
they're
very
pretty
far.
Good.
What's the next platformer?
I don't know.
People don't even bother anymore.
It-
Well,
like-
at least they're...
It
3D.
depends, honestly. Like,
well, I mean, a lot of it is because platformers aren't popular anymore.
I have yet to see how fucking Sonic Team is gonna do with Sonic Forces, because that game has the potential to be good.
It always has the potential to be good, Jeffrey.
No, but listen, it's styled based on. It's the same team that made Colors and Generations.
It's really cool.
It is
The
no
style
one
is
that made Boom.
based on medieval times.
Sonic is a werewolf.
Yeah, the Black Knight. It's a really cool aesthetic.
Yes, Sonic and the Storybook Collection, home to Sonic and the Black Knight and Sonic and the Black Knight.
Got these secret rings, okay?
Secret Rings is actually one of those games that like I feel just went under the radar as a Sonic game. It's not good, but it's not as bad as like Boom or 06. Fucking Jesus Christ. I think they can prove that they can make good games.
I
think they can do it.
heard a vague story that... or, like, a title of a YouTube video, like, Sega is looking to make a comeback. Now, I don't know what that means or what
They
Sega
have
said.
good developers under their belt. Like, they have Total War.
Yeah, the people that make Total War are awesome.
Can you imagine
They have Creative Assembly. They're fucking Sega.
what if Sega made another console?
Oh my god.
Listen, the last time they made consoles, they made like 7 in the span of like a year and a
because
half.
they all failed.
And they all failed because there were too many consoles on the market.
It'd be so weird, though. Like, Jesus. I would buy it. I'd buy the Sega
I'd have to.
Flamer.
But
Flame burn.
which one was
I'll buy the
Sonic?
Sega Pluto.
What was Sonic CD on, Jeffrey?
CD was on the CD. Sega CD.
Really?
The only good game for the Sega CD.
It's a good game.
Is the only good one.
It's a very good game.
Oh, fucking Sonic. They're making Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can make platformers. Like,
Yeah, I
that's
don't know.
literally everything good about the old Sonic games, and then it's just like polished.
Yeah, I
like
don't-
that's a safe game, and then Forces is where the risky one is.
Yeah,
Although I think Forces can be good.
Nintendo isn't like, I wouldn't say they're the king of like 2D platformers or right now at all.
They're not even. Is
they're-
Nintendo even making 2D platformers right
Not
now?
really, but they should out
They might
those,
do
like,
they might do another one for the 3DS.
I feel like there's a lot of indie games that are doing 2D platformers
Yeah.
really well. Like Hollow Knight just came out. Hollow Knight's incredible.
I think the indie scene has got it covered. Now,
indie scene's going nuts.
as a weird personal thing, which is not going to happen, I'd love to see a 2D Metroid game
Just
get developed.
make another Metroid game that isn't the fucking one that came out recently.
Yeah.
There are 2D Metroids. I like
I-
Metroid Prime so much more than all the 2D ones.
I don't like. I think they should. I think they're
Remake
if they ever
Fusion.
make a Metroid, they're gonna make a Prime type
You should make
game.
remake
Thank God.
Fusion.
There's no way they would like spend a lot
Wait,
of
I
money.
thought Prime was like done though. Like Prime 3 ended it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They
but
can
I mean
make
another 3D one.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Not-
So like,
wait.
take
What
the
was the
mechanics
one,
of Other
Other
M,
M.
and
Yeah.
just get rid of the story and the narration, because that game is just a movie with some gameplay.
Wait, Other M, is that the
Yeah, it's
one
Other
with
M.
like the
That's
Wii?
the baby. The baby.
Oh my god.
Wow, that's really highly rated.
Why?
Yeah, people thought it was good.
It's really
When
not.
people were playing it, they were like, "This is like a definitive."
Gameplay wise, it's pretty fun,
No, it's
but
not.
the rest of it is
No,
not.
it's not. It's not fun.
But I don't.
Did you
okay,
play it?
Just as my as my personal
I
fetish or
really
whatever,
hoped you would answer that.
I don't want them to make a side-scrolling 3D Metroid platformer. I want them to make a like fucking 2D sprite, like OG.
Play
What the hell?
Binary Domain.
No, there was someone making that. Did anyone see that? There was someone making like a
It's on
new
Unreal
2D
Engine 4.
Metroid game. No,
Fuck
like
that.
someone was making a new 2D Metroid
Can
game,
we,
and
can we
it looked,
just mention that?
it looked really good.
Fuck all that. Like, look, I'm making Ocarina of Time for Unreal Engine 4, and it looks awful.
Yeah.
What? No,
Have you seen that shit?
Yeah, but no, like this Metroid game actually looked really
just-
fucking legit.
I'm
But
so-
Nintendo shut it down when it was
Yeah.
like really far in development. It
I'm
was
really,
really
sad
cool
about
looking.
fan games. I mean, there was one like Zelda maker basically that someone was making, which I've always wanted, and that got shut down. Well, it got turned into something else, like just like an RPG maker or whatever. But I don't know. It's hard because I just don't get excited about fan projects anymore because they can't go anywhere.
They're gonna get shut down. Yeah.
Some of them make it through, and then some are pretty good. Like if that Metroid one had made it through, like I would have been, my fucking faith in those games would have been restored.
They have to like change into something else though to actually survive.
Yeah. Someone was making a spam-made Sonic game, which was based off Generations because they were just fucking sick of Boom happening. Fuck Boom. We're redesigning our characters to not act like they did in the previous iterations of the characters.
They look cool.
Because we want to die. Like, I feel like Sega or Sonic Team just like, basically, they ran out of drugs. So,
What did they do?
I don't know. They like, they
You gotta look like play those fucking old Zelda. I mean, it's not Zelda games. Old Sonic games. They're fucking weird.
Yeah.
They're really, really
like
weird.
1, 2, 3.
All of them.
I just
Even
don't-
CD.
Remember
1, 2,
4?
3?
How that was supposed to be a thing?
I just
And
don't
then it
think
was 4 part 1, 4 part 2. It's like, where's part 3? What are you talking about? Sonic 4 doesn't exist.
I don't think the transition
Part two
to
wasn't good, though.
3D was like
Part 2 was the Metal Sonic story was
really
fun.
Okay.
nailed by Sega.
Yeah, like the
I
only.
don't think they stuck the landing.
Yeah.
The move to 3D.
Yeah, like
Some of them are okay.
like Nintendo.
yeah, you got
Sonic 06. Okay, to be fair, the main issue with Sonic games is they keep like time. Like there's so many time constraints, and they keep fucking it up because they just like, all right, we gotta release it by Christmas. Sonic 06 has to be out by Christmas.
No one's freaking out about the new Sonic game. Just let it wait.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
this one is waiting. There's no time constraint on this one.
That's
It's not like being forced to release at a certain point.
coming
That's
out
why
tomorrow.
forces could be good.
$10.
Boom was made in like 2 days, I think.
there's some really funny things. If you like play the cutscenes play by play, like frame by frame, they look fucking weird.
Aren't there
Like
characters in T poses?
Yeah,
and
they're in
stuff?
T poses. There's black frames randomly. They phase through the floor. Some characters like teleport ahead of themselves. There's 2 Sonics in one shot.
Sonic Heroes is okay.
Heroes is fun.
I played Heroes.
Heroes and the ones before it.
Adventure. So Adventure. Yeah. Adventure.
Is Adventure bad?
What was Adventure? on?
Adventure's not. It's bad, but because it's bad, it's not bad.
What system was that for?
That was the Dreamcast.
Okay.
And then 2 got
Talk
remade
about good
on
graphics when it
GameCube.
came out. Holy fucking shit! The Dreamcast outclassed every
Wait,
single console.
Wait, hang on. If
out
you're
at the
talking
time.
about if you're talking about Sonic Adventure 1, I want you to try and remake their mouth move.
No. But look at like Soul Calibur 1. Holy,
Oh, we're not.
Oh my
God, that
God.
came out on the Dreamcast.
holy shit! Those graphics.
But like, yeah, like Adventure 2 fixed a lot of things except for the lip sync.
And this was out.
Yeah, that looks really good.
This was out in the PS1 and what's it called, Gen? And Nintendo 64 Gen.
Patty
Was the
and I-
Dreamcast out at the time? Yeah, it was.
Patty and I were talking. We were playing 2 on the GameCube, but we were talking about how fucking good, how well these games aged.
Soul
Like, it's
Calibur is
insane to me.
good. Like it's really. It sucks that it's kind of like.
I don't
Five's
understand.
kinda, like,
I don't
trashed
understand
itself.
where they went wrong. There's so much there to improve on.
I
And,
really liked 4. 4 was really fun for me because
They
that
can-
was like the main one I played. But then 5 came out and it kind of just like died off.
I don't understand what happened. There's so much they can build on in like a good way. I'm not saying they're flawed. I mean like that fighting system. Like you can just keep on going and going.
Also,
and going.
like the world they built for Soul Calibur is really interesting. I don't understand how they fucked it up.
it's also gorgeous every single
Yeah.
time. I don't
Yeah,
know how they
it's
do that,
insane.
but
I think their texture work is just impeccable or something. Like
I honestly, I know they fucked up 5. I really hope they're making a 6.
5's not the worst though.
It's not the worst. I really hope they're making another one because I want to see that game again.
Yeah,
that game,
alright, dude,
that is
alright.
a very fun fighting game.
Dude, and the character creation and everything. Those are like those are complete games as
Oh,
well.
so
like
I'll give
you
5
gotta-
the benefit of like their character creation is one of the fucking funniest shit you can
Holy
do.
shit! Oh my
You
god!
give anyone like Voldo's pose, whatever the fuck his name is.
oh, it's Voldo.
It looks so amazing.
I love Voldo.
You can make things that look like real people too. Like
Yeah,
remember,
and it's amazing.
Brandon used to make people in Soul Calibur 5 is pretty accurate
pretty
depictions
funny.
sometimes.
God. But yeah, no, like Soul Calibur 2, there are certain games you can emulate on Dolphin, and the textures just don't like
It's not
they
the
don't
same.
hold up or whatever. But Soul Calibur 2, you can just scale it to HD, and
And it looks
really
fine.
good.
It's just like damn. Wow.
Yeah.
When are Xbox 360 and PS3 emulators going to be a thing?
So someone's
A while,
they're
I think.
making a PS3 one. It's in early development, and I'm really sad because I don't want to play Okami on PS2 emulators because it's not good.
Yeah. No, I think it'll be not a while before they exist, but
It'll be
while
a few
before
years.
they even work. Like,
Yeah,
'cause-
I remember.
Well, no. The PS3
I
one works,
remember
and
when
it's only with
Dolphin
specific
didn't work.
games.
Okay.
I remember when Dolphin didn't work.
Yeah, like
Like-
the PS2
It's like
emulator.
I fell asleep one day and then woke up and everyone was like, "Yeah, no, dude, just get Dolphin. It's great." And I was like, "What are you talking about? Isn't
It doesn't
Dolphin
work.
awful?"
It
Yeah,
works really well.
Yeah.
But X2,
The
which is
PlayStation one.
the PS2 emulator, is just so far from like really usable.
yeah. I mean, Wii is already fully emulated.
Yeah.
Well, it's easier to
just
do
the
so.
I don't know what the like hardware is like.
Yeah.
I guess it's just if it's a weird system. Or
Damn.
something. I don't know. But
Force
I mean,
Soviet.
there's a Wii U emulator right now, but
Yeah.
it's like really
It's
hard
bad,
to run.
yeah.
You know, it's just
Also, why would you want to play the Wii U? Like,
no. Wii U had
Super Mario
a couple
Land,
games.
Super Mario 3D Land. Was that the one on Wii U?
I think it's
I-
World.
I
But
thought
why
Super.
the,
Oh yeah, 3D
Land
Land
is
was the
the
one on the
3DS.
3DS. Great
Why-
fucking game.
like
Why
what
did
is
they
even
call
like
it-
a Wii U exclusive? Like,
yeah, no, they're I don't know, like Pikmin 3 or something.
is that a Wii U exclusive?
Yeah,
I think that could.
and I didn't play them, but
Oh my god, Pikmin 3.
apparently the Pikmin plays amazing on the Wii. Like the control scheme is just fucking like compared to the GameCube, it's so good.
Oh, really?
I never played any of them. But
I could
people-
imagine it being pretty intuitive.
Yeah,
with
no,
the
like
Wii.
people are like, that's the best controlling Wii game.
Okami tried to use. It's like the only reason I don't like Okami on the Wii is just because like it's so unstable. Like you have to draw your attacks, and one will get mistaken for another, and then you just don't do what you want. You don't like Okami at all.
Sure.
You just hate Okami with like a burning passion. I don't know why.
Because it won IGN Game of the Year in 2006 or 2007.
I will admit,
Six.
IGN jerked that game
and
off.
him out-
Twilight Princess did not.
IGN jerked
Twilight
that game
Princess-
off probably more than it deserved, but Okami's still a very good game.
I don't think Twilight Princess should have won Game of the Year.
Okami's really good.
Twilight Princess come out in 2006.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought it did.
Holy shit!
they give it a 9.5.
It's on. Yeah, Matt
They gave
Casamassina.
Okami a lower rating, didn't they?
I would give.
Yeah, but that's dev. I mean, that's review.
Oh, that's
by
HD.
reviewer.
Yeah.
That's also HD.
That,
That's
oh
the
yeah,
remake.
no, they gave it a 9.7. Twilight Princess, they gave it a 9.7.
I feel like it's like a 9 or like an 8 point something.
Damn.
If I honestly,
Nine-
I love the game.
no,
I
No,
mean,
they gave it a 9.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Casamassina.
You know what you gotta play? You have a 3DS. You have to play A Link Between Worlds.
I have it. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Link Between
I
Worlds
do.
is really
You-
cool.
No, you like kind of. I don't know. I don't know if you can count that and Breath of the Wild as the current generation of Zelda, but if
I'd call
it
it
is,
that. Yeah.
it's like a fucking crazy one.
Yeah.
Like those games are so good.
Link Between Worlds
Two
is
really
awesome.
solid games.
Yeah.
I might.
It's crazy how good a place Nintendo is in right now.
Yeah, they're fucking.
Honestly.
They're seriously killing it.
and-
It's really weird.
It's crazy to me because these games are pretty close together. You know what I mean? Especially 8, the new 8. There was a comma between that. There's 8, comma, the new 8, and
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild
They need to,
and Odyssey.
but they really need third-party people to just help them out. Like
Yeah, they need more games on the Switch.
no one, we shouldn't expect a developer to like pump out.
Every game on a console.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like imagine if Bethesda was just like making fucking crazy games every
Yeah.
2 months or something.
Yeah.
Like it's not fair to expect that, but because they don't have any other games on the system, it's like you have to.
They kind of have
Yeah.
to like make up for it. And like,
Yeah.
it's good that they're making these huge games as like the first ones because that'll hold people over until they can work out things with third party. But if they're not doing things with third party, they're fucked. And the Switch is
Yeah.
gonna die.
It just needs to be a primary console, like one that just like
Yeah. Did they just?
main devs just need to go, okay, we're gonna
Yeah.
this is the PS4 one, this is the Xbox One, and here's the Switch one.
And here's hopefully the PC one.
Yeah. Maybe,
games-
but
Make games for PC and the Switch. Just do that, and I'll be happy.
Nintendo and PC console. I mean, Nintendo console and a PC is the master race of hardware ownership. Other than owning all of them.
Yeah.
Just
I like Sony exclusives are really good.
Oh,
Like
talk about my
Compared to
goodness!
fucking-
I bought a PS3 solely for the exclusives.
yeah,
Persona
Microsoft
5,
has
They're
no.
Bloodborne,
so
like-
good. I need to get Persona 5.
Persona 5 is absolutely like it's insane. It's amazing.
Very weeb.
It also has a really fucking cool aesthetic. Like
It always
everything that art style is like it fucking blows my mind. I want another game like it because it just looks so goddamn good.
Yeah.
I bought a PS4 for Last Guardian. But and like I'm
How'd that
playing
go?
Bloodborne now. Yeah, it was. I liked Last Guardian. I think it got. I mean, there's fair criticism to make about the game, but it's not bad by any means.
And it's also like it's one of those games like there's no other games like it.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
no, it makes me really happy.
If it's your kind of game to play, like
Yeah.
you should play it
yeah.
because there's nowhere else you can go for these kinds of games.
I want another Shadow. I really want
It'll never happen.
I know it'll never
No,
happen.
no, it's never
Titan's
gonna
also the closest I can get to it, but like
No,
that's not even that close.
Last Guardian is a lot more Ico or Eco.
Yeah. Was Ico good?
Yes.
I haven't. I played a little bit of it, and it's really good.
I know it's like a sequel to Shadow, right?
It's
but like
a-
there's no like it's not the same formula.
came
out
before Shadow.
Technically, Shadow.
but Shadow's
Shadow
a
is a
prequel.
prequel.
Yeah.
Shadow's
But they're not like really strictly tied together. It's just one character has horns, basically. Like
Yeah.
that's the extent of it, really.
And you know the ending of Shadow.
Yeah.
You have horns. Yeah.
that ending.
What? What's wrong with that ending?
There's
It's
nothing
so
wrong with the ending. It's
amazing.
just good.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's beautiful and makes me cry.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Um,
You're a baby.
but no, the tone and atmosphere in those games are insane.
It's like how much time do you have to spend on a game to get it to be like that? It's crazy to me.
I want to see how long the game was in development.
I don't know.
I'm really
Don't look
curious.
up Last Guardian.
Last Guardian.
No, not Last Guardian. I'm
is
looking up
inflated just because of
Shadow.
Delays.
The Last Guardian was supposed to be a PS3 game, but it would have like the actual Guardian Beast thing would have taken up so much of the PS3's like processing power and like everything
Wow.
that it just wouldn't run. So like if you look at the game, it's like visually it's not that impressive. Compared to like other PS4 games
But
because
the guy is very impressive, the monster.
yeah. I mean, it's really a PS3 game that was slightly tweaked visually, but it just couldn't run on the PS3, so it was released later. But no, it's good.
Can you find it, Jeff?
I'm looking currently.
Okay.
I'm really curious. I really want to see this.
Stop putting your foot there. No. That's where my foot goes. Yeah. Can't think of much else to say for today. Well, what did we touch on?
Whatever.
I can tell you what we missed.
Yeah, I mean, from the list, we missed a lot.
Like, the whole thing.
Yeah. You just write it out just in case
Yeah.
Just in
nothing
case
happens, and you're just like,
But
oh, fuck.
Something tends to happen, yeah.
Yeah. Some of these things on the list are just like predictions, like that'll
Yeah.
end up being talked about.
Yeah.
No, you'll like E3 is gonna be a busy.
Oh
for
yeah,
you.
we'll be able to talk about E3.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty sure like the last time we tried to make a podcast was like
It
2
was
years ago
it was
during
post
E3.
E3 or during E3 or something
Yeah.
like that, and it was just a news show.
It's a weird
They're
feeling
just like-
for me because E3 has almost always been me waiting for Zelda to be announced or shown.
But
so
now you're not gonna get it.
I feel free almost.
Yeah.
Like I'm just hoping to see something interesting.
When is E3? That's the good
June
question. Yeah, sometime
12th. I don't know. 14th.
14. Okay.
Not that soon, I guess, but
Yeah.
it's coming up.
I'm seeing a baseball game on June 14th.
shut the fuck up.
What does that have anything to do with games and talking about games?